Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. That's a lot of Satoshis. Today is September the 30th. 2018, the last day of the baseball season. Oh, what a baseball season it was. Oh God. Strong hand, long-term thinking. Don't get caught up in sports. Don't let it be an addiction. Seriously. I followed the Orioles since I was a little boy. I haven't watched an NFL game since 2015, though. Strong hand. All right. So, everyone, check out the links below. Enjoy this shirt. It says 2.1 quadrillion Satoshis on it. You can get shirts like this linked to below. I don't link to this dude below now. I don't who gave me this one. Anyway, check out the Steam It page. I got it more organized on there. Yes, this show is live on Steam It right now. Get your Trezor and t-shirts linked to below, like I just said. I want you all to check out the archives at disruptmeister.com. Friday's This Week in Bitcoin show that we just had. And it had J.W. Weatherman on it, Arjun Balaji, and Alex Edelman of Lolly. And we talked about how points without borders, that's Bitcoin. What were we talking about? Check out the show. Also, J.W. has some great classes. I know some of you have signed up for them before. J.W. Weatherman's a great teacher of Bitcoin, crypto type of stuff. He gets from basic to advanced, whatever. You can get a $50 discount if you mention Adam Meister, or Meister. It's linked to below in the notes section. Everything I talk about in this video is linked to below. jwweatherman.com and a bunch of other cypherpunku.com. Just check it out. So from the value your wealth in Bitcoin world, from the one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin world. This was pointed out to me on Saturday's show, the Beyond Bitcoin show, which went wild yesterday. I mean, I was going wild on that show, talking about things way beyond Bitcoin. You know, I say pound that like button. Well, on that show, I was talking about pounding. Well, let's get back to this show, though. So, Samourai Wallet was brought up actually on Saturday's show to me. And someone asked me, what do you think about Samourai Wallet? They're not listing the fiat price of Bitcoin on there anymore. They're just listing how many Bitcoin you have. And I was like, you know what? I had heard about that, and I was going to talk about it eventually. So I linked to the blog post where Samourai Wallet introduces this concept. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. We've pushed update 0.98.87. I'm laughing at myself for that pound comment before. This one will definitely ruffle feathers, but we hope you understand. Read why we decided to remove all fiat currency from Samourai Wallet in our latest blog post. Plus, Samourai now available in Chinese and 11 other languages. All right. These Samourai Wallet people who now no longer list the fiat value, who truly understand that one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin, that you got to value your wealth in Bitcoin, these guys should be praised because they didn't have to do this. It's not for newbies. This is not going to help newbies at all. This was a bold move on this. They are bold moves, so they should be praised. And if you are a veteran, if you need wallets, use them for your phone and everything. Again, you know, I like the Trezor and everything, but some of you like to do your phone stuff. So there you go. Samourai Wallet is awesome. They're removing this crutch. They're removing this crutch of fiat. They're just getting rid of it. Okay, they're ripping off the freaking Band-Aid like that. So I mean, these guys. I mean, even in their blog post that explains this fully, I didn't read the entire thing. They rip on King of the Trolls in it. And I just found that, I mean, these guys are hardcore dudes. So, yes, they value their wealth in Bitcoin more so than any company in the space that I can think of right now. So, great job, Samourai Wallet. You should be praised. And, hey, it was a bold move. And it's going to get hardcore Bitcoin people, experienced Bitcoin people veteran Bitcoin people loyal to you, and I think it's a good business move. It's a little risky because again, this isn't going to make newbie people warm up to you, but you're doing what you think is right, and let's see how it goes. There's a lot of loyalty in this space to people who are hardcore, who stick with their beliefs, who don't sell out and start talking about Tron and and all this other nonsense. Now, again, in this video, I'm going to talk about Tron, and not praising Tron. I'm bringing up Tron because it's freaking crypto noise. What's going on out there with Tron and Ripple and EOS? I'm not making these like, oh, EOS is the next Ethereum. No, Ethereum is the next Ethereum. But more importantly, Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. Pound the freaking like button. And yes, watch Saturday's show if you like things beyond Bitcoin. And that Saturday show of mine, Beyond Bitcoin, you never know when I'm going to start another channel that's just dedicated to Beyond Bitcoin type of stuff. But for now, it comes on Saturday on this channel. This channel, of course, is all about Bitcoin. Best freaking guest in the space on this show on Fridays on This Week in Bitcoin. As you all know, I listed who was on this. You got to watch this Friday show. They were great. They were great. So I think I forgot on Thursday I was talking about Bgold, and I forgot to mention another reason. Well, they're going to get listed on Coinbase because Coinbase has a lot of people's Bgold, and it just makes sense. But one of the things about Bgold, its name that it goes by, and I call it Bgold, but the other name that has Bitcoin in it, it is the ultimate marketing name for 80%ers. I mean, imagine if you're some 80%er, you got your coins that you see on Coinbase. Oh, let me diversify. Oh, I can get a gold version of Bitcoin. Ooh, it must be a better Bitcoin, and it's cheaper. Now, again, I like the guys at Bgold. I like them, but the 80%, this is just it. It's got some marketing cooked into its name right there. And again, it's another reason I think that Coinbase will list it because they know they can sell it. But the funny thing is the newbies who actually buy the Bgold on Coinbase, once it gets listed there, and it'll get listed there eventually, the newbies will have no clue that holders are getting it for free. That the people who had kept their Bitcoin foolishly on Coinbase around the time of the Bgold fork will now finally be credited with their Bgold, no doubt. This will happen eventually. I can't say when. Again, the reason you control your own private key and have your Bitcoin on your Trezor is so you can get the Bgold type crypto dividends right away, and you don't have to wait over a year to get them. But better yet, you'll get it for free on Coinbase. There'll be people in worse situation than you, all the newbies who are going to be like, oh, I'll buy this Bgold. All they could have done was just bought Bitcoin back in the day. They would have gotten it for free. Anyway, Andy Hoffman actually talks about Bgold a little bit in a Steeming post of his, and I link to it below. And again, benefits of holding. You get the crypto dividends, baby. There's all sorts of benefits of holding, of course, that I speak about on the show all the time. So check me out on Twitter at TechBalt, TechBalt, and Bitcoin Meister on Steemit. So the Litecoin Summit videos are live now. I link to that below, including a Charlie Lee one. And I know everybody likes to hear from Charlie Lee. He's been on a guest on this show numerous times. Again, best guest in the space, baby. You know it, brother. You know it. Speaking of Steemit, I mentioned a Bitcoin Meister on there. It looks like they fixed their hard fork issues. They had hard fork number 20. I linked to a blog post that explains it if you care about that kind of thing. And yeah, for me, I was easily able to post this on Steemit. So it looks like they're running smoothly again. Matt Odell has a tweet. What's this say? Oh, this is great. We've hit the point where Fortune 500 companies are shilling cryptocurrency on primetime TV. We would have absolutely freaked out about this in 2016. What he's referring to, and I linked to it below, Yahoo Finance had an advertisement during a football game, during an NFL game, talking about buying crypto through Yahoo Finance, which again isn't really through Yahoo Finance. They have like a link to someone else. But the point is, and it was a flashy advertisement that it had fancy set and graphics, so it'll appeal to 80%ers, and they'll end up who knows what they'll end up buying. But the point is that we've come a long way since 2016. If Yahoo Finance is using the words crypto during the NFL game advertisements. So we've come a long way, baby. All right, so from the altcoin flavors of the month category, because again, EOS, Tron, et cetera, they're all altcoin flavors of the month. People ask me, what do you think of EOS? What do you think? And I think nothing of them, nothing at all. Because again, they get pumped, they get dumped, they're centralized of the yin yang for various reasons. Well, here is something, and they're all, and they come and go. There'll be other EOSs and Trons in the future. In 2019, I don't know, make up a name, Coconutty or something. I'm looking up. Oh God, Coconutty will be the wild Hawaiian coconut cryptocurrency that splits into two when you crack it. Again, so, but the point is this. Altcoin flavor, what is my darn point with this stupid thing? Nobody should be, this is Matt Odell. Nobody should be surprised that EOS block producers and large holders are colluding to secure block producer rewards. That's literally how the incentives are designed. And then Whale Panda even gets a little bit more critical. This is so shocking. I can't even, oh wait, people have been talking about this since before the EOS launch. It only took the bag holders a couple of months to figure it out by themselves. Okay, so there's collusion talk in EOS. Why you would have given up your precious Bitcoin for this is beyond me. Now you're learning your lesson the hard way, or maybe you haven't learned it yet. Take personal responsibility. It's a new counterculture. Can't blame anyone but yourself for buying that stuff. We'll get to Tron in a second. Yeah, you can email me at adam@tresorhelp.com. If you need a crypto consultation, you need help setting up your Trezor, you've got questions, whatever, I can tell you what I just told you, but in more depth. Get Bitcoin. You know, it's the real thing. It's the rock. Value your wealth in freaking Bitcoin is the lesson to take away from this freaking video. Don't be like, oh yeah, I'll get this Tron and EOS. It's going to go up in fiat. Maybe it will, but in the long term, Bitcoin it's not going to go up in Bitcoin. You're better holding the Bitcoin, and there's no collusion in Bitcoin. All right, so what do we got? Matt Odell's got another one here. This is about Tether. So, you know, I don't like Tether crypto noise because again, it promotes trading. Whenever I mention Tether, people are like, "Ooh, what should I get out of Tether now?" Because I've been waiting to buy my Bitcoin back that I foolishly sold. And, you know, so I don't like encouraging trading because when you're trading Bitcoin, 90% of the time you're losing. But most people don't talk about that because most people want to hear, they want their biases confirmed. Oh, yes, you're a master trader. Oh, yes, you're a master altcoin person. Yeah, you're going to do great. No, I'm not that guy. That's not what this channel is. All right. You're not a master of altcoins. No one is. You can't predict them. You can't predict trading with Bitcoin and altcoins. But anyway, so the Tether stuff, there's a rumor out there. And I'll read what Matt had to say about it first before I read you the rumor. The Tether Noble Bank story circulating today is based on anonymous sources and published by a blog I've never heard of before. Take that as you will. And again, when you're playing with Tether, you're valuing your wealth in fiat, because it's just a substitute for the US dollar. So, I mean, I don't want to encourage that kind of thing at all. So here we go. Here's the rumor from modernconsensus.com. Tether's bank said to be desperate for cash. Noble, and that's the bank, may be looking for funding while Tether traders unsuccessfully try to unload large amounts of the coin. Dude, I'm just putting it out there because you're going to hear about it. That tweet's like 4 hours old, 5 hours old now, or maybe Matt's tweet is that old, where he's like warning people. But again, you shouldn't have your wealth in Tether anyway. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. Bang that bell button if you want to know when this freaking show comes on live. Every day of the freaking week, this show comes on live. You better believe it. Every day of the year except that one day during Rosh Hashanah and one day during Passover. If you're a veteran of this channel, I don't need to go over that again. Watch the shows around Rosh Hashanah and Passover to see why that happens. Yes, I'm Jewish, of course. So, proud Zionist Jew, Adam Meister. Pound that like button, baby, because, hey, man, you got to be proud of yourself. So, Doug Casey has a newsletter that he sends out for free, and one that I guess you got to pay for, but I would never pay for it. And, Doug, in the past, I had him on the show before he liked crypto, believe it or not, in early 2016. Check out the archives. Or it was early 2017. It was early 2017. Doug didn't like crypto still. Anyway, this might be a sign of Bitcoin and cryptos being in entering a up period again in terms of fiat. Because in his he's got this in one of his newsletters. According to his latest research, and he's talking about his crypto expert. In fact, the next 100-bagger opportunity could kick off as soon as October 31st. So again, but Doug Casey, through his so-called crypto expert, is like spreading, clickbait type of stuff out there. I'm about to tell you about 100-bagger on October 31st. So that might be a sign. Again, don't believe that hype. Oh my God, be very careful with that kind of stuff. But I'm pointing it out because when we were hearing all sorts of stuff like that during the irrational exuberance altcoin period, so you never know what's coming up. I wanted to point that out because Doug Casey's quite a character, and it might be a way to judge if things are about to catch on fire again. But again, through it all, through the good times and the bad times, you just got to keep a solid way of thinking. You can't get too high. You can't get too low. You got to have a strong hand. Things like Tron, which I'm about to are they're there to make your hands weak. So you buy their centralized coin or whatever it is. I can't use the word to describe it because it's a bad word. I don't use bad words. But anyway, so here's another. Matt Odell's has some great tweets today. Why doesn't it work? People aren't going to pay for torrents when they can get them for free. Justin Sun knows this. He is the centralized figure behind Tron. He's just hoping the marketing pump associated with tying the Tron brand with BitTorrent brand will make up for the acquisition costs. Don't fall for it. So yeah, as some of you know, Tron acquired. Tron is a cryptocurrency, yet they can acquire BitTorrent. Okay. This just shows you how centralized, how ridiculous it is. But lots of altcoins take similar routes to this. And will take similar routes to this, where they it's like the partner route, I call it, where they associate themselves with another centralized entity that is popular or controversial, and then people are like, oh, they're associated with XYZ. That means the price will go up. They're better, And so this guy Justin Sun is taking full advantage of this. Is what Matt Odell is saying. And I'm saying don't be a we can and give your precious Bitcoin to be part of such a pump scenario and probably a dump scenario, okay? I was about to say, it's the oldest trick in the book to associate yourself with a big name and then pump yourself based on. No, that isn't the oldest trick in the book, but it's a trick in the book of altcoins and in life. Your centralized entity associated with another popular centralized entity and kind of leech off of them so that you seem bigger than you really are. And so people buy into you and pump up your price. That's what's going on there. Matt Odell points out it goes on a smaller scale with other altcoins. It'll go on in the future with the next altcoin flavor of the month. So have a strong hand. Don't get into that kind of stuff, dudes. Yeah, it's tempting. Yeah, they're flashy graphics and fancy graphics. And yeah, there's a guru that you can workshop. Don't, and Justin or whatever his name is. So many people crave that authority figure. No! Personal responsibility. You're your own boss. You don't need some dictator to tell you what's right or wrong. And he's the leader of the coin. That's a centralized weak point. And that's what Bitcoin doesn't have. This might say Satoshi on it, and it does in Japanese, because you know that I know Japanese even though I don't. So even though he doesn't exist anymore. That's the beauty of Bitcoin. Pound that like button. I'm Adam, and value your wealth in Bitcoin. Good job, Samourai Wallet. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the link section below. I will say hi to you dudes in the super chat now. Bye-bye.